This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 528. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Brian.
Let's do this again. Hey guys, clear eyes.
Full hearts.
Can't lose.
Okay.
So how many episodes are you in now?
10 episodes.
Only 10?
We binge watched.
Binge watching, you should be already through like season 4.
We have kids. We don't have time.
Okay, season 5.
The kids should be watching it with you.
Should they?
Yes.
I'm not sure about that.
Gives them a great idea of what high school is going to be like.
Friday Night Lights, amazing. I'm a little shocked, though. Nobody really looks 40 in it. Like Riverdale, there was a lot of 40-year-olds going to high school. Friday Night Lights, they all looked young 20s, late teens. It's kind of surprising.
They actually hired, some teenagers and some not.
Yeah. Taylor Kitsch is my new crush.
You are way late to the party here, man.
Way late.
He's awesome. Brother's an asshole. And
Billy will come back and redeem himself a little.
And I really am not annoyed by Jason Street.
You should be.
Yeah.
I'm not really. He punched Riggins in the last episode.
Has he left the hospital yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, they took him out for like a...
No, I mean, has he went home yet?
No, not yet.
All right. You got that to look forward.
So he hasn't gone to go listen to Nirvana yet?
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't made his great escape from his house.
I just want to listen to Nirvana. Is that what he says?
No, it's... He couldn't find a Nirvana CD, and he got all upset about it, got mad at his mom, wheels out of the house in an anger and says... Because I'm crippled and I want to listen to Nirvana. And he wheels to the record store. It's like miles away.
Okay.
Or 2 blocks.
Whatever. They make it seem like it's miles away. He's like in the middle of the street sweating.
I saw him play Murder Ball. So
yeah.
That was interesting. I really don't mind him. I mean, he punched Riggins, but to be fair, he probably deserved it. He did sleep with his girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Soon to be now ex. Yes.
You know, if he would have been taught how to make a tackle, he wouldn't be in this predicament. Apparently.
Wow.
They should probably sue.
I mean, maybe they will.
Don't spoil anything. I'm excited.
Sue.
Damn it. I'm excited though. It's a great show, and I'm hooked on it. My wife really likes it. So yeah, we're going through and. Yeah, it's a great series. So I don't know why you guys took me so long to recommend it.
No.
You're hooked on it like phonics.
That's right.
Have you watched Sons of Anarchy yet, Jason?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I was one of the first ones I saw that on this series, this podcast.
So did you watch it like when it came out, like every Thursday night?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Okay.
I did. I think I've seen the series 3 times now. I think I've gone back. 3rd season still is shit when they go to Ireland. Fucking A. God, that season was awful. 2nd season's probably the best, though. So, and Gemma, she's not a great mom, is she, in that show?
She is no Connie Britton.
She's not.
She is not.
Or Wilma Flintstone.
You think she was a good mom?
Wilma?
Yeah.
The best.
You think she was a good wife? Fred was an asshole.
Well, when you're married to Fred, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Wilmer or Betty?
Wilmer?
Wilma.
Yeah, I'll go Wilmer Valderrama.
He is attractive. He is attractive.
As what? Better mother or better wife?
Wife. Betty or Wilma?
Betty was the better wife. Wilma was the better mother.
Okay.
Who's hotter?
Ooh.
I think Blake should answer this one.
Blake, who's hotter?
I don't watch those shows.
It's Flintstones.
Neither.
Betty or Wilma? You're not answering?
He said Dino. Or the saber-toothed tiger.
That is really, really problematic.
The term Bad Betty, I think, originally deals with the Flintstones and Betty.
So you're going
Right.
with Betty?
So Wilma, of course, is your stereotypical
Good girl.
good girl, the wife that you want to be, but Bad Betty, is the neighbor's wife and all that kind of other shit.
So Betty is Ginger and Wilma is
Marianne.
Marianne.
No.
Oh.
You go by hair colors, I think it's the other way around.
Oh. But personality-wise.
I have no idea. I'm just making shit up.
Just to make a long story short.
Too late.
You'll all arrive one by one.
I'll take Marianne.
Yeah, I would too, of Ginger.
But they're not in the Flintstones.
They could be.
They're also not in Sons of Anarchy or Friday Night Lights, but we're still doing this.
Yet. You don't know that.
I do. I've seen both of those multiple times.
Have you seen Gilligan's Island, though?
Some. I mean, I was
Yes, I have.
a child when it was.
I showed my daughter Gilligan's Isle this weekend.
With the Harlem Globetrotters on it?
Ooh, they were not on it. But she's like, what is this? And I was like, it's a great show. And she's like, they have a lot of stuff at this place. I was like, yes, they do. So
On the deserted island?
yes.
Oh, it's the desert island.
I just like that there's always headhunters, but you only see them for one episode, and then there's a new tribe. And it's like, where'd they go?
But 3 episodes had headhunters.
The desert,
Yeah, 3 different tribes.
Yeah, but you said there's always headhunters.
the deserted island is Australia.
For a 3-hour tour, that boat sure had a lot of shit on it.
Well, they were also drug runners.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, the house travel heavy.
Yeah, I could see that. You're telling me Paris Hilton doesn't take that much stuff on a 3-hour trip? I think she does.
I think she does.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff. Velma or Daphne?
Ooh. I think I'd have to go Daphne.
Okay.
Daphne.
Even if it's the Velma from the most recent show on HBO that everybody hated.
this show. It's different than Scooby-Doo.
If
It was actually funny.
No, it isn't.
If it's the Linda Cardinelli.
Ooh.
Velma.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Jim. Fred or
Versus
Shaggy?
the Sarah Michelle Gellar or Daphne.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard.
I like Linda.
Okay.
You know how you told us not to eat those, open those yet?
Yeah.
Blake's already halfway done.
So we have Oreos
there.
this week. They're enrobed, is what they're called.
Enrobed with fudge.
Yeah, it's fudge and then the Oreos and that, but they come in like a 2-pack.
What country are these from?
I don't know. I just bought them online. Chocolate flavor. It's probably British. It says flavor, Flavour, biscuits.
That could be, biscuits. Ooh.
Yeah.
I would say it could be Canada because they spell flavor that
Yeah.
way, but I don't think they use
Since we've
biscuits.
already eaten the chocolate-covered Oreos before.
Yeah, these are from England. Okay, so chocolate flavor biscuits, 38%, with the vanilla flavor filling, 19%, enrobed with a milk chocolate flavor coating, 43%.
Robed.
But is the milk chocolate, is it going to be as sweet as the Hershey's? Or is it going to be more...
I don't know.
More Cadbury than Hershey's.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by it. Blake, what do you think?
I like it.
Do you like it? Okay.
It is a very sweet chocolate.
It's a sweet one. It does look good, though. I
But
do
it's
like
a
it.
thin robe. It's not a thick plush robe.
It's not the Hugh Hefner robe?
No.
Okay.
It's kind of satiny.
Satiny. Brian, what do you think?
Not my favorite.
I could eat multiples
They're pretty good.
for a long time.
I like those.
I could eat that whole box in a sitting.
They're empty. Sorry. Would you like
Exactly.
Well, there's only 6 packs of 2 in there.
I know.
Where's the other pack?
It's not
My
like
son in the green room took it.
It's not like an American portion of Oreos.
When he went upstairs to unlock the door, he got a present
Yeah.
for his effort.
Okay.
Oh, these are pretty good, though. I like these. These are new, so that's good. It says on the box that they're new, like labeled new, so they're not used.
Oh, good. I hate used cookies. Or, I'm sorry, biscuits.
Biscuits.
You want to just get baby birded to you?
Yep.
I'm not a big milk chocolate fan, but these are pretty damn good. Brian, you're not a big
Huge
fan?
milk chocolate fan.
Eh.
It's the best chocolate.
I don't. They're not. I shouldn't say they're not bad. I just.
Big news here in the Bob Studios. We now have Jolly Rancher gummies back in the place. We got lemonade. We got Misfit, very berry, and regular. So our candy jar is now halfway filled.
As well as some family-sized Swedish fish.
Ooh, mini
Yeah.
Swedish fish. Who brought those?
I did. They were on sale with a digital coupon at Kroger for $4.99.
Nice. I do like Swedish fish.
We also have the
Ball sack Reese cups.
the limited edition holiday Reese's testicles.
Let me see those.
The pink hearts.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is just Reese's way of saying "fuck off" to that lawsuit.
Yeah.
Do they look like hearts?
They look like testicles.
Yeah.
So here you go,
They're like,
people.
Oh, look, our elongated hearts look more like balls. Let's make them pink.
So Reese's just went, I'm going to put balls on your face, basically. Fuck you and your...
I mean, for Valentine's Day. I mean,
For
it's
gift that
Valentine's
keeps
Day,
on
I'm going to
giving.
make you eat balls.
Who doesn't? Blake's looking at them, interestingly. He's debating.
This is peanut butter Caharts.
Caharts?
What's the K for?
There's a K.
Yeah.
Chlamydia?
pink hearts.
It says K Hearts.
You missed the PIN in front of the K.
You missed the
Well,
pin.
I can't see that far. The way it was rolled.
John Gruden
can't
over there with
see.
his glasses on.
There was a
right.
crease in the
There
cover.
we go.
Yeah.
So I thought it was carts.
It's not.
But
it's
it's
not.
peanut butter covered in strawberry chocolate.
Then-
I don't even think it's strawberry flavored chocolate. I just
Brian-
think it's
Oh, sorry.
pink
Strawberry
white
flesh.
chocolate.
It's strawberry flesh.
Yes.
Just so we're on an enrobed kick because these hearts are peanut butter enrobed in pink cream.
Oh.
Pink cream.
You know what? This podcast is enrobed.
So that's not chocolate.
Apparently not.
What? It's a
Plush.
bite out of Reese's.
What else you got there, Brian?
Well, it's white chocolate, which contains no cocoa.
Yeah, but
in the ball sacks over there?
they didn't call it white chocolate. They called it
pink
cream.
Pink cream.
Is that white chocolate? The Reese's over there?
We don't know.
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
It says
I hope
pink,
not.
Pink cream.
They called it pink cream.
White chocolate's awful. What else you got, Brian?
Also, we have some black and white Oreos.
You were not here that week.
I was not.
My kids ate the rest of them.
Yeah.
And Blake.
Yeah.
Blake had about 6 rows of it.
I left about one cookie for each child.
You did. Because I came down the next day to give, like, hey, kids want to try one? And there was like 5 left. I was like, what happened to these? I
left
had
them
2.
in front of me.
I had 2. I'm interested to see if you like this. I'm good on them, but
I wasn't planning on sharing them with
I
you.
bought them just for you,
I
Brian.
want to try a ball sack Reese's.
Well, let's get through the
Yeah, go ahead.
What did
do that.
anyone
I'll
watch
eat.
What do we watch?
besides Friday Night Lights?
Clear heart. Clear my eyes.
Let's see. I watched probably another 5 4-hour episodes of Critical Role season 3.
Is that the newest season?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can talk about that for a while, Jason. You want us to? It's Dungeons and Dragons talk.
I'm just eating my enrobed Oreo over here.
You're an enrobed Oreo.
Thank you.
Well, Blake is opening up one of these enrobed ballsack Reese cups.
Hey, why don't we get through the other stuff? Fuck it, I'm eating my food.
Go ahead, talk. Keep talking. I'll eat. I'm kind of disappointed, but it looks like a tongue.
It actually does look like a tongue.
It looks like the tongue prop from season 1 of True Detective, season 4, episode 1.
It looks less like a
look like-
ball sack in person than in the pictures.
Let me get that here.
I'm suing.
I wanted to eat ballsack.
These were supposed to look like testicles, not Tongue. I'm suing you.
I can get you a tongue. Need a tongue? I can get you a tongue.
There's not enough wrinkles in this enrobed
Ball sack.
pink cream.
What do you think about the
Ball
black and white
sack.
cookie?
That's a delightful Oreo.
It is good.
Do you like that better than the enrobed?
I do very much.
Are you a milk chocolate fan though?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it's just the coating plus the cookie.
It's just too much.
Too much.
I will say the
Little
cream
heavy.
in the middle, they do a good job. Like it's not like thin in the middle, like for the enrobed one. They have enough cream. I like that.
Cream tasted slightly different than most Oreos.
Because it's British.
It's British cream.
Yeah. British.
So it's
sounds
Eric
dirty.
Clapton.
That sounds dirty. Jimmy wants some of my British cream. What'd you watch, Brian? Anything?
Almost done with my rewatch of Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay. How many times is this for you?
This will be the third.
Okay.
Who is your favorite minor character other than Opie?
Oh, Opie's a minor character.
Well, he's not the star. He's not Clay or
And he's
or
dead.
Jax or Gemma.
Chips or
I'm guessing his favorite was Walton Goggins.
oh man, no, that was no.
I liked him in it. He was hilarious.
No, it was weird. That was very weird.
Walter?
Bobby Elvis.
Taylor Sheridan.
The one season he was on?
He
or
was
two?
He was in two. He,
Yeah.
2 seasons.
he was really good. Like the second season, he was.
yeah,
It was shocking when he got killed off as the sheriff. You're like,
Yeah.
whoa, what happened there?
yeah. Maybe. Oh man, that's a tough question.
Chibs. Juice.
I like Juice until the last season.
Well, I'm almost to that point where
Where you stop liking Juice.
I'm like, okay, like I remember like this point for Juice.
Tig?
Nah,
See, I love Tig.
he's nah.
He's a little psychotic.
I like who was he was a bad character in the show. The Irishman that wasn't Galen. Titus Welliver.
Yeah.
Like he was really obviously a villain, and he played it very well.
So he's your favorite bad character in the?
Yeah,
Okay. Jimmy O'Phelan.
Jimmy O.
Yeah.
Jimmy O. Oh, he was good.
He was very good.
Yeah,
he didn't,
I like that
He didn't
one.
have a huge arc in it, but
But I thought you hated him.
Wow.
Or
What about
hated
Shark?
that season.
I like Chucky.
Chucky.
Chucky was funny.
They cut off his fingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he got them.
Yeah, the first like couple of episodes where like he gets introduced, like where they kind of take him in, and he's
Hand down his pants
like
the
they're just
entire
talking,
time.
they're just talking, and then all of a sudden he's just going to town on himself, and they're all like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Yeah.
Well-
Gosh, that's tough. I like
Half sack.
The Nazis.
White supremacist.
Oh, there's a difference.
Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins did a hell of a job that season.
Peg Bundy.
Gemma.
No, I don't like her. I don't like Tara. I don't like Gemma.
Did you cry at Opie's death again?
Of course.
Dre DeMatteo.
He posted his crying at
Yep.
Opie's death on Facebook.
Yes.
Hey.
Still one of the hardest scenes for me to watch in television.
I got this.
Yeah.
I got this.
Spoiler: Opie dies.
What? Anyone else? Anyone else watch anything? Or Brian, you got anything else?
No.
What else did you get? Anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Has anybody watched the new game show, The Floor?
No.
I've watched The Floor.
The people are kind of idiots. They talk a lot of trash, but I guess you get a little nervous getting up there.
Yeah.
What's the purpose? What is the game?
You go head to head against somebody else for the biggest control. Like everyone has a grid on the floor, and when you beat somebody, you get their grid.
Okay.
And everybody has their special categories. That's my biggest problem is I don't think these people came with categories. I think they said, these are our categories. Which ones do you want? Because some people are like, I'm so good at this. And then they look like terrible.
Who hosts that?
Rob Lowe.
Oh, okay. How's he?
He's fine.
Okay.
If you were to go on, Jeff, what would be your category?
Comic book heroes.
Anal
Podcast.
bum covers.
Ooh, I do like anal bum covers.
I think that's out. Never mind.
I'm still waiting for the call on the guy with the sporting goods equipment because that might be mine.
So you got sporting goods equipment.
They do have it. Yeah, they haven't.
No,
called.
I saw the one with sporting good equipment.
Was that episode 5 then?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
It must be the most recent episode. If you're one behind, maybe.
Yeah.
Blake would be Oak Island trivia. You would be good at that.
Yeah, nobody else would get that.
We're going to show these people from Oak Island what are their names.
Well, I don't know. I think all the answers would be like wood, button, bubble.
There's an
Things
underground.
they found on Oak Island.
Wasn't there
Nothing.
a
A button, a
right.
coin, a button.
Wasn't there
Wood,
an
a
underground
button.
road or something that they found?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that. Brian, what's your category? Music?
Friday Night Lights
Okay.
or Justified.
I would be wrestling.
Would it be professional sports equipment managers?
Yeah, I would do very well in that category.
Name Donnie.
Nope. Keep going.
Do you know the...
Adam.
Oh, okay, 2.
Could we do college too? Then we can do
Brian.
the EMOY.
Yeah.
The equipment manager of the year.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. Cousin Brian.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else watch anything this week? Anything? Blake,
Fortunately,
anything?
I watched the Lions lose to the 49ers.
We're not going to talk about football.
Yeah, the football season's over.
You're right.
Did you see the meme online? It's the United States, and they're like, where everybody's rooting for.
Yeah.
San Fran, California. California's rooting for San Fran. Kansas and Missouri's rooting for Kansas City Chiefs. Everyone else, no one cares.
Hopes for both teams to lose.
Yes.
We're cheering for Bane.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but then Heinz Ward survived somehow.
Yeah.
How did he survive?
Then again, I cheered for Bane last week in Baltimore, and it didn't work.
I'll be honest, I kind of cheered for Bane in his movie. He's not completely wrong.
He's not.
Maybe
Well, either is Thanos.
That's true. That is true.
Bane was a ruse, though.
Yeah, it was.
He was really the lackey.
He was the lackey at the end
Thought
of
he
the
was
day.
the genius mastermind behind everything.
But it wasn't. It was always a woman pulling the strings. Like a life.
Yeah.
Blake, what'd you watch?
Still doing True Detective.
Okay. Are you caught up?
Yeah.
Is it more magic or
No.
supernatural?
Has it gotten?
It came back to Supernatural again.
Okay.
But it could be that they're throwing you a curveball in the fact that maybe one of the main characters is also having mental illness problems as well.
Jodie Foster?
No.
Oh. Because she went to space, so it might be her.
Correct.
Contact.
Yes. She retired from the FBI and moved to Alaska to solve cases up there.
That doesn't even seem real.
So is she playing Clarice Starling?
Correct. Clarice Starling, except in this version, she's a slut and a hoe, apparently.
Nothing wrong with
The
that.
accused?
Yeah. But,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a bit of the accused in there, too.
Yeah. Was there a pinball
So,
machine?
Yeah. No, but there was a desk.
That pinball machine scene is one of the toughest to watch.
Oh,
It
very
is
much
very
so.
difficult, yes.
How many people have died and been murdered in this show?
Well, in counting,
Yes.
a lot.
Oh, is there like one serial killer? Or is it a
In
cult?
theory.
Okay.
You don't know yet. There's a theory behind it. Obviously, they're cracking it, but
How many frozen scientists come back to life?
well, see, that was poorly plotted out because at the end of one, it's like, oh, you're like, what is that, supernatural shit again? And then you really don't hear anything about it until episode 3. It's like, oh, so-and-so's in a coma. Oh, yeah, and he's lost both his legs and an arm. And you're like, who are they talking about? Until they go to see him, and you're like, oh, that was the guy that was going, at the end?
Was it Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer?
Pretty much. All right. But, like I said,
I'm not smart. I'm just a caveman.
that's right.
Wait till Land Shark shows up next week.
Not one of the Geico guys.
Land Shark!
Yeah. So it's pretty tropey. It runs on a lot of stereotypical detective stories, and the dialogue was horrible in the first episode.
Okay.
And they threw a lot of shit at you that didn't make sense. It was all jumbled up. And so now you're in for a couple of seasons. Some of this stuff is starting to make a little bit of sense.
Do you need to see the other seasons?
No.
Okay.
It's no Nick Pozzolatto season 1, though.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Is it better than season 2?
That's a good question, actually.
What's the answer?
At this
Do you
moment...
need to wait till the final product to fully...
Do they stick the landing?
I'm going to probably watch it just because of what it is. But,
Okay.
He's pot committed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pot committed, even though, I'm not even halfway there yet. But but it's all right. It's okay. And some things started to make a little bit of sense now. But, of course, they throw in some more curveballs, give you some red frozen Alaskan herrings.
I see what you did. Did you go to Alaska?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you see red herrings when you were there?
No. I didn't see any frozen scientists in a ball either.
He was on a pup named Scooby-Doo.
That's right.
Best part, just a red herring. It's just red herring.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Every episode, Fred wants to blame Red Herring for the crime.
Poor guy in the red hair. That's a vastly underrated cartoon.
It was. But everyone hates it because it's not my Scooby-Doo.
It's not my Scooby-Doo. Hashtag. I'm kind of shocked that people complain on the internet. We did have, speaking of the internet, you can find us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast. Also find us at the History of Bad Ideas on Facebook. We just had a poll this week. Sorry, Twitter, you're losing out. It's going to be Facebook now from now on for polls. We got a lot more reception. We had, what is your favorite late 1980s comedy film?
Late 1980s.
We did early last week, An Airplane won. This week it was Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
And we got 9 entries.
Big, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Coming to America, Weekend at Bernie's, which we can take out. That got 0% of the vote. Clue.
Well, I couldn't vote.
Back to School. Why couldn't you vote?
It wouldn't let me.
Huh.
Facebook wouldn't let me.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and Major League. We're just going to go down with the list here.
We were only allowed to vote once this week.
I did. I just put it in. Ha ha, fuckers. Next time I'll let...
I would have voted for Major League.
Well, Planes, Trains, Automobiles got 4% of the vote. Big, 4%. Ferris Bueller's got 21%.
Wow, that was a big jump.
Coming to America got 12. Clue, 21%.
Should have been higher.
Should have been higher. I was actually kind of surprised by that. Back to School got 4%. Dirty Rotten Scoundrel, 4%.
A lot of 4%ers.
And Major League got 27%, and it won. So that was your favorite comedy of the late 1980s. So I don't have a problem with Major League. Those are some good numbers, good films out there.
Good numbers in films, but just on a side note this weekend, I ended up playing Clue with millennials and Gen Zers.
The board game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Not the original Clue board game, of course.
Is it the expanded one with more rooms?
No.
Okay, we got
The one
that
had
one.
different, it had the magnifying glass deck cards.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. Where they took out Mrs. White and added Orchid.
Orca?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, the interesting thing about this was I was playing the game with these people. And I said, well, the movie is pretty good. And they go, movie? What movie? And I was like, are you kidding me? You guys never seen the movie Clue? Like, no. I said, well, it was great. So when it came out, it had like 4 different endings.
Yep.
Depending upon where you're at is where the ending that you got. But you watch it now, you can see one
All of them.
ending, and then you can say, but if it happened this way, and they switch it over, but it really happened as the big finale.
Wadsworth.
And they're like, oh, wow, I guess maybe we should watch this movie.
Yeah, yes.
I'm like, yeah.
We showed that to
You should have stopped playing the game immediately and turned on the movie.
Flip the table. We're watching. My 13-year-old watched it with us and really enjoyed it. Of all these movies, I would say, I would say that Big and probably Ferris Bueller's Day Off are my least favorite of these. I enjoy them, but they're probably my least favorite.
I agree with Big, but I would put Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I know you're not a fan of that one.
And Weekend at Bernie's wasn't good.
I had seen a article about Dirty Rotten Scoundrels being one of the funniest comedies of all time.
It's pretty good.
The remake or the original?
The original.
The original. They haven't remade it already, have they?
Oh, yeah.
Thank God I missed it.
Was that Melissa McCarthy? I think it was.
I don't even remember that. I remember they made a Broadway play or musical out of it.
Yeah. Brian, you looking that up?
I am.
Thank you, sir.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's. You know, a couple of yuppies abuse her boss's corpse.
They would be in jail now, but back then it's fine.
Exactly.
And then
Comedy back then.
The best is they brought him back for a second one.
Yeah.
How is that possible? And there was rumors they were going to do a third one. I'm like, how can you do a third one? That thing is a skeleton.
That
at
when
this
Andrew
point.
McCarthy said, please, no.
I don't think he was too picky. I think Andrew McCarthy would have said yes.
I think he was getting fed up.
Was it Jonathan Silverman? He may have
Silverman.
said no.
I mean,
Hey, it's not the last you've seen of Jonathan Silverman.
you got to pay for your cocaine somehow.
Allegedly.
No, that's a fact.
I don't know if you got. We talked about this off air on our thread here, but real quick before we get into the listener feedback, are you guys shocked, Brian? I know we talk about this a lot. People do complain on the internet.
No way.
They do.
Nope. I don't believe it.
So, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League video game is coming out February 2nd, this Friday, or whenever that is, February 2nd.
That's Friday.
Friday, okay. And the best part is Rockstar.
Maybe it's Thursday.
Yeah. Anyways.
So it was a
Dirty Round Scoundrels?
Yeah, but it was called The Hustle.
Oh, okay.
It was a female-centric remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway.
That's who it was. Well, one of them's funny. So they Rockstar made the Arkham.
One of them is funny.
I like Anne Hathaway. She's pretty funny.
She's a good actress. I wouldn't
maybe
call
that.
her necessarily funny.
Okay, maybe I should have said one's a good actress.
She can sing.
Can she dance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you have beer with her?
If she sings and dances, you can.
I would love to have a beer with Anne Hathaway.
Yes. Not Rebel Wilson.
I'll even pay for the beer.
No. Wow.
I could have a beer with Rebel
Not
Wilson.
a Rebel Wilson fan at all.
And then I would call Jeff and put the phone down and let him hear the entire conversation.
I think I would hang up pretty quickly.
But yeah, so Rockstar, who made the Arkham games, they brought Batman back from it because it's all connected. Arkham is now connected to Suicide Squad, which is already getting horrible reviews. And in it, Brian, is called Kill the Justice League. What do you think you do with them?
I'm sure that the Justice League is the main character, and they're there throughout the entire game.
Yes. So Brainiac takes them over and makes them into villains.
They
And
definitely don't kill them.
No. Harley Quinn, spoilers, shoots Batman point blank and kills him. And now people are mad.
Spoilers.
How can you kill people in a video game?
Well, here's the problem. First off, it's Kevin Conroy's last voice as Batman. And they're like, they did him dirty. It's like when they recorded him, they didn't know he was dying.
Yeah, I saw that article.
Yeah. And then the best part is, Blake, they go, the one complaint, or several complaints is, I fell in love with this Batman character. I played him through 3 games of the Arkham series, and then you bring him back to just kill him like this? This is ridiculous. So people are now up in arms that Rockstar killed Batman in a game called Kill the Justice League.
You know what I say to that?
Yeah.
Go the fuck outside. Go get some sun.
What would Shatner say to that?
Get a life, people.
But I'm like, okay, you don't want Batman in your world that you've played these games. You don't want him to die? Here's an idea. Don't buy Suicide Squad.
Don't play the game.
Yeah. So,
Does it look like Shrinky Ball's better now?
No, it looks like you just smushed the crap out of your
Tongue?
Your tongue.
Well, I tried to put
is it veiny?
I tried to put the ball wrinkles into the
Oh.
Reese's. Didn't work very
Is that
well.
your second one?
It's my third.
They're not bad at all.
They are pretty tasty.
But yeah, so I just find that humorous that people were bitching today about
People
it.
were complaining on the internet.
Yes. You killed Batman. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Although when I opened mine, I thought it looked just like silly putty. It was real tough to put in my mouth thinking this is silly putty.
Did you make a comic strip?
Would it have been easier to put it in your mouth if you thought it was balls?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever tasted silly putty before?
Yeah, Jeff ate 3 cans of it before he realized it's not food. He opened up those little eggs. He's like, oh, candy eggs. Open it up like...
I like how Jeff was quick to respond to you, Brian. Yeah, I've had silly putty. Balls out of my ass. That's fine. Balls are fine. Silly putty, that's where I draw my line.
I can, in fact, say that I have never tried to eat silly putty.
But balls, yeah.
That's not what I'm speaking to.
Oh, okay.
What are we doing here?
You-
Blake, give me some listener feedback down there.
All right.
Stop eating your ball sack, your tongue.
I got half a tongue to eat here.
Stop eating your tongue balls.
All right. Sponsored by Peanut Butter. Hooray. Doug.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Ape hands.
Formerly
7.
known as
Chili Billy.
Big D.
The delivery man.
Beaver
Booker
hands.
Thrice.
Not once.
Not twice.
Thrice.
Thrice.
Beaver hands.
Ape hand.
Dad.
Gorilla.
Nugget.
Postman.
Big D.
Sunny D.
Jack.
With
The screwdriver.
Mammoth.
Manimal. Snake Queen.
Okay, now you're just getting ridiculous. You just ruined it.
Sorry, my bad.
Megan.
Purveyor of shit ice cream.
Well, that's not really a nickname. That's just a job
a title.
occupation. Yeah.
More of a name.
Description.
Description.
Doug.
That's right. With the lawsuit against Vince McMahon.
They're not being Jason again.
Oh, okay.
Not being me.
With Vince McMahon public. Who is the creepier person associated with wrestling? Ric Flair, the fabulous Moolah, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or Vince McMahon?
Moolah did not do great things.
All right. What I'm going to say
Yeah.
is, regardless of this current lawsuit being made public, Vince McMahon is the creepier person associated
It doesn't
with
even matter
wrestling.
with this lawsuit.
All this lawsuit does was confirm what we already knew.
Allegedly. All alleged acts.
Okay, but him wanting to do a arc thread with him making out and being the father of his daughter's baby.
Yeah.
Thank God Stephanie said no.
I think Stephanie wanted to get the fuck away from this.
And then Vince, bright idea. Okay, not me. How about your brother?
There's a reason Shane left for 10 years. It's been coming out that Shane basically got the fuck out of there because he couldn't stand his dad. It's like, gee, shocking.
I read the entire 67-page lawsuit.
Yes.
God bless you.
So did I. It was disgusting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It kept
There's not a good word to describe how I felt after reading it.
It kept getting worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you have to go cleanse yourself in a shower?
There was
Crying.
no, there was no shower that would wash that off of you.
there was a lot of bad stuff alleged in it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Really just, yeah.
On the positive, TKO said, get the fuck out of here, Vince. And the reason is because Slim Jim signed the biggest endorsement deal with WWE ever for any wrestling company. And when that lawsuit came out, within 8 hours, Slim Jim's like, get him out or we're pulling our sponsorship. And TKO said, hey, Vince, go resign. And Vince is like, I'm going to resign. Have a good day.
Because the merger's done.
Yeah,
You got
oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
Netflix deal. They
Yep.
got the Slim Jim.
Yep.
They're like, all right, we don't need him anymore. You're right.
Yeah.
So take your pencil thin mustache.
He shaved it.
Fuck out of here.
He shaved it.
Oh,
I think another good thing that might have come from that is we might be done with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He was canceled from the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Even though he wasn't publicly named in the lawsuit, it was pretty easy to figure out who
It could have been any UFC, former UFC guy they were signing at SummerSlam
Yeah,
last
probably
year.
Tyson
2 years
Fury.
ago. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Vasquez?
Sure.
Yeah. Ken Vasquez?
Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, Frank Shamrock. They never signed him, though, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, it's
It was rough.
and the sad thing about it is that this is probably just going to be the beginning now
Yes.
of these things that are going to slowly start filtering out.
Yeah, former wrestler Ashley Massaro.
She committed suicide.
She committed suicide, and she accused pretty
Yep.
much the same things.
Yep.
She committed suicide a couple years ago. Hello.
It's almost 2 years ago.
So yeah, it's coming out. So
Yeah, just yeah.
So well, there you go. Moving on. What else we got, Blake? Let's get some positive things going.
Because Google or Facebook never spies on us.
No.
Somehow I got roped into watching Hulk Hogan and Paul Orndorff against Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy.
Oh,
The Heart Foundation. No, not Bobby Heenan. Sorry, the Brain.
yeah, the Brain.
I'm like, why am I watching this? Why was this selected for me?
Who won?
Oh no, that's the one where Orndorff turned on Hogan.
Oh, that was a good one.
After Hogan pinned him.
Yeah.
Pinned Bundy.
Bundy, yeah.
Yeah, and then Orndorff came in and beat the shit out of him.
What? Mr. Wonderful?
And Mr. Wonderful joined Bobby the Brain Heenan's group after that. And that's actually why he's Mr. Wonderful, because he beat the shit out of Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of shit.
How about Big John Studd being maybe Andre the Giant's least favorite person to wrestle?
Oh yeah.
I've read an article about that last week.
He did not like him.
Not at all.
No.
Personally, or his style of wrestling?
Yes.
I think he called him lazy. I think it was. He's like, Andre the Giant could do more moves in 5 minutes than John Studd did all his life. And Andre the Giant was limited.
Yeah.
Well, John Studd, all he had to do is carry it around 2x4, right?
That's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, that's like Jim Duggan. Sorry, I'm.
Tough guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, the only thing Big John Studd had going for him was he was bigger than most, except
He was
for Andre.
big. Correct. Yeah.
So they had put those two guys together in a bunch of matches instead of the two biggest guys at the time.
Yeah.
And if Andre didn't like you, he would let you know it during the match.
Well, Big John Studd, all he had was that clothesline, didn't he? This
And a body slam. He would body slam someone. That was it. Of course, that was half the wrestlers back then.
Didn't he do a boot, a giant kick or something?
Yeah, and I think he had a bear hug as his finisher. I think that was his big, which
he
is the
have
dumbest
the,
thing ever.
Didn't he do the dragon screw toe whip?
Oh, yeah. Just like Jericho.
Armbar.
Going back to the Lesnar stuff, I saw now that, all this wrestling stuff is in my algorithm. I'm getting all of these videos, and there was a clip that I saw of Jericho on a podcast talking about him confronting Lesnar in Gorilla after a match that he had with Orton where Lesnar was elbowing Orton in the head.
Yeah.
And it was he wasn't pulling him.
He wasn't protecting
him. He was legitimately came close to seriously hurting him.
Yeah.
Really pissed Jericho off. And he was watching it in the back and met him in Gorilla. And they, got into it, and he was Lesnar called me a lot of things that would probably get him canceled. But I stood nose to nose with him and told him, fuck you, because that's bullshit. You don't I don't care who you are, so I mean,
the story behind that is supposedly Orton told him, hey, make it look real. But I don't think he told him, hey, fucking elbow me, dude.
Repeatedly elbow me in the temple.
Yes.
And kill me.
Yes. Yeah.
To make it look real.
But if he did die in the ring, it would be real.
It's still real to me, damn it.
That's right.
What, take 15 or 17 chair shots to the head while you're handcuffed?
Yeah.
With your family in the front row?
Yeah.
Oh, Mankind.
He just rewatched that match.
Oh.
And he said, Mick Foley said, it was a spectacular match. He said maybe a little bit too far over the top at the end, but he kind of knew it was coming. And he said it shouldn't have ended that way. He said the way it should have ended was when The Rock told him, I'm going to make you say I quit.
Should have ended there.
It should have ended right there, and an unconscious Mick Foley should have won the match.
Because he did say I quit. Rock did.
Because he said the word.
He said the words I quit.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah.
He said that would be an awesome way to do it because it was still a legendary match.
Yeah, but lose on a technicality.
Yeah.
So
Ding, ding, ding. You said I quit.
So I guess in using Brock Lesnar's own words, he's going to have plenty of time to go home and lay on his wife.
Yes.
Okay.
What else?
But
you
I
got?
would say Dark Side of the Ring episode does do a Moolah and pretty dark character.
Moolah.
Could have probably gone deeper if they wanted to.
Yeah, Moolah did not do well.
Kind of came across as kind of like, you're talking about all this stuff about Vince McMahon, kind of like
She trafficked
the female version of that in the female wrestler world.
allegedly trafficked.
Trafficked.
Traffickado. Yes.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All
Let's
right.
see
It's traffic.
the other female wrestlers.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm like,
Tigers.
drugs?
Tigers.
Yeah.
Tigers. Baby tigers.
Exotic animals?
Yes.
I mean, these are
So she was the original Tiger King?
That's right.
No, she was tied to the Tiger King. Not directly, but
Yes.
indirectly.
So I hope that answers Doug's question.
There you go.
There you
Just
go,
make
Doug.
Ric Flair look like a good human being?
Oh, hell
No,
yeah.
no.
By comparison.
Well, yes, by comparison.
I mean, in,
Jason got his picture taken with Ric Flair.
I did.
Is that hanging up in the studio?
It is not.
Oh.
He hasn't printed it out. It's only digital right now.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if anything, this just kind of makes you forget that Ric Flair's still alive, kind of.
Woo! He looked like he was out in the sun when I met him. A lot.
And why was he in Tampa for the football game? Why wouldn't he be in Charlotte?
Oh.
No.
Carolina wasn't.
Yeah, because he's from Carolina.
Yeah.
But why was he out before the Tampa football game?
Because they
going,
paid him. Because they paid him. That's what he does. He goes to football games and gets paid as motivation.
Just so the Reds don't bring him here. There's too much wooing in our stadium already.
Yeah, we've kind of gotten away from that finally, maybe.
I think maybe you bring him and Pete Rose together. I think that would be a great combination.
Pete Rose. Man, I can put that on my top 5 list.
Get out. What else we got here, Blake?
Oh, he could be the worst guy in wrestling. Pete Rose.
He might be.
Did he ever bet on wrestling?
Hell yeah. He bet on his own matches and he knew the outcome.
And it's still lost.
Yes.
I'm going to beat
Kane. Nope, Kane just chokeslammed you. Damn it!
the San Diego Chicken's going to beat Kane.
It's like when Homer Simpson bet on the Russian generals. They were due!
Hey, I just saw something. They won 3 times in their career,
Good for them. Good for them.
which is 2 more times than I thought they had won. So
So now it makes sense. Bobby Brain and Heenan would always say, I don't know why Pete Rose would call me up and say, hey, how's King Kong Bundy's hamstring tonight?
he took a beating there on his arm last week. Is that healed up yet?
Yeah, we had to remove the phones out of the wrestling locker rooms because of the Pete Rose.
I saw Hogan get have taped ribs. What's that going to do?
When is
I saw Orndorff grabbing his head.
when
what's
is
that mean?
Cowboy Bob's arm going to heal?
I've been betting it.
Still in that cast 18 years later.
To be fair, he may have refractured it.
Well, every time he hits somebody with it.
Sorry, he goes to the doctor. Sorry, cowboy. You got to keep it on.
We got to reset it again.
His cast was the Groundhog of arm breaks. 6 more weeks, bud. Stop using that. 6 more weeks.
Damn it.
That's right.
What else we got?
From Dana Gardens, who is the worst intern you ever had, and why is it Brian?
It's not very nice of them to say that, Brian.
No, it's not Brian.
The
We know
GG.
it's fax machine.
Do you have
No,
anything
it's not
to
even
say
fax
to
machine.
the @Dana Gardens?
Thank you for listening and following along with us, BJ. I appreciate it.
I'm going to say, God, I don't even remember what her name is, but the one who disappeared up in the Canadian Rockies when she was with Nickel on his scouting reports.
I think they found her somewhere.
I don't know. She never reported back. She just up and quit.
It's fine. She'll be fine.
Wait until the Touch Tunes Army starts playing.
I want to say Stacy.
Stacy's mom?
She's got it going on.
No, not Stacy's mom.
But she does have it going on.
I don't know. She quit on him.
Stacy's mom did?
Whoever it was.
My vote would be for Gary.
Gary is awful.
Oh, Gary is truly terrible.
Yeah. He does have a teen mom to take care of, though.
Can we get Rachel Hunter on the show? Stacy's mom?
Ooh. I think she's dead.
I don't think she is.
No, I don't think she is. I just realized that. No, that's not her.
That's some other
Tawny Contain?
Rachel.
I got Touch Tunes money left here. We can start playing the Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas at Dana Gardens right now.
I'd start at about 11 a.m.
Well, no, don't do it now because then the bartender right now might go crazy and kill people.
Well, it's better to do so. I mean, come on.
I don't think you want people to be killed over it.
You can do it in the afternoons up until 4 o'clock tomorrow.
I mean, there wasn't any violence after that Yukon game.
No, because there was so much violence during that game against Xavier that there was no fight left.
What else you got, Blake?
Brent of Home Video Hustle. He's out in Cali, formerly of Columbus.
That's right. C-Bus.
If you could cancel one current television series, what would it be?
Since it's only one series, I was thinking I would just want to get rid of all Real Housewives.
Okay.
But I guess are they considered different series?
Yes.
Then I'd say get rid of the Keeping Up with the Name That Shall Not Be Mentioned.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go with The Golden Bachelor, and I'm not canceling it for the reason of it being bad. It's because they're probably all gonna die soon.
I'm going to cancel one of Jason's favorite shows, and we're just going to make MTV show videos again. I'm getting rid of ridiculousness.
That was my choice. That's gonna be my choice.
I thought you were gonna say Jessica Jones.
I'm canceling Jessica Jones.
It's already been canceled.
Damn it!
Netflix beat you to it.
Jason's canceling it after 4 episodes so he can say he watched the entire run.
I did watch it. What are you canceling, Blake?
Friday Night Lights, so you can't finish the series.
It's like Westworld. Damn it!
Or do it all.
You're a dick.
I meant to bring this up earlier. When I mentioned, the family that shall not be named. Mm-hmm. Anybody else see the fact that they hired the matriarch of that family to promote Oreos?
What?
Saw a commercial for Oreos.
Chips Ahoy! This might be your chance to get on the show.
I meant to say I think we need to boycott Oreos, but then we have like 4 different flavors of Oreos coming in.
Then we could have just we could have burnt them then.
Yeah.
Well,
after we bought them,
if we pay for them, we're going to at least eat them.
No, we're going to buy them and burn them.
I'm going to buy that jersey of the football player I don't like and then burn it.
Speaking of family who shall not be named,
yeah.
The NBA ended up buying what's her name's clothing line for workout gear so they can wear all that shit.
Oh, good.
I'm like, didn't all the NBA players already wear all those? Women all carry all the.
Yeah.
Yes,
did they already sleep their way through the NBA?
Yeah,
Allegedly, it's only been.
I don't know if you guys
only
have,
4 of them.
I don't know if you guys. Have, have seen.
For the women. It was 37 NBA players.
So like 3 teams.
Oh yeah,
Kurt Rambis is a lucky man.
I couldn't remember.
He's dead.
I mean, 2 of them actually married him.
Yes.
It was warm-up gear or underwear. It was warm-up gear or sports underwear. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Sure.
Didn't one of the Lakers end up in rehab and therapy because of
Yep.
married to one of them?
Yep, I think I would be too.
But didn't he? He OD'd at a
Vegas brothel.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yep.
Well, it's okay. One of them is now suspended for like the rest of the season for performance enhancing drugs.
Chloe?
Whoa! Can't say the name. No, I was just gonna say if anyone has seen how level-headed and stable Kanye has been acting recently.
He had to go get all his teeth yanked out of his mouth and replace them with titanium plates, right?
Yeah, he did.
Why?
I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah.
If you could have titanium teeth, wouldn't you?
I'm not Jaws from Bond.
He is.
Yeah. Seems to have it all together
And
these
then
days.
now he's
Still.
So he wears a hood over his face so TMZ won't...
Won't
Try-
ask him questions while he's out in public. 'cause
Well, you
he's-
can't talk anyways. He's got a whole mouth of
Unfortunately, it's a
titanium.
big white hood.
and he's dating a generic.
comes to a point.
And he's dating a generic version of She Who Shall Not Be Named.
I don't know who he's dating.
Like a generic Cabbage Patch version of her. That he's dating her now. and you wish the shoes out in public, and she's wearing one of those spandex shorts with one of those. What's that called? The
Lycra.
Lycra.
Does she have a tattoo of Xavier McDaniel or whatever that guy's name is that created them on her butt?
No, like go
Xavier
look
Roberts.
That's right, not McDaniel. He was a basketball
And the
player.
fact is, they got a straight-on video photo shot of her and wearing her Lycra, and the big buzzer's right there, and you're just like, what the fuck, man?
It was a little tight.
Yeah, go look up Lycra if you want interested in that.
Kanye had the same issue, too.
Silly stuff. Maybe he actually's got the remote control in his teeth, and when he bites down,
The reason I have to wear really tight clothing is that's the only thing tight in that family.
Aww.
I don't get it.
I just wish people would leave him alone.
That's right.
He's got a wife and he's got family. He's got kids.
He never does anything to get attention.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fine.
Yeah, I wish people would just leave him alone anyway. Yeah. Leave Kanye alone. Let's stop giving him a platform.
Yeah.
What else we got, Blake?
So there you go, Brent.
yeah,
That's what we would cancel.
we can only go up from here.
We got any Meow God
And
music?
We're going to go from the very bottom to the very top.
The
higher plane from Meow God. What are your hippie names if the 1970s hippie movement won over the U.S.?
Oh, hippie names.
Oh, what's a good hippie name? We have to give each other the name because we can't give ourselves nicknames.
That's true. That is true. What would Blake be?
Blake's hippie name.
Chucky.
Because we can't give ourselves a nickname.
That's right.
Exactly. So we have to give you a nickname.
What
You
would
have
be
to
Blake's
give us a
nickname?
Hippie.
I'm trying to think of a good hippie name.
Chakra.
Ooh.
Change approved.
Blake would be the Chakra.
Chakra.
Sounds like one of the monsters from Destroy All Monsters. Chakra.
Chakra's here.
Sounded like Shaka Khan.
What would Brian be?
All right, let's do this.
Puff?
Like the Magic Dragon.
Oh, I like Puff. Jim?
Let's see. No, let's see. I like Brian as Daydream.
Ooh.
I like Daydream. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I
change
have a
approved.
hippie
You
name
can-
generator going right now.
Good job.
All
Can
right.
I be Cypress?
No, you can't give yourself a nickname.
Sorry. What would be? Come on, give me one, Jim.
Let's see. You are going to be.
Good
I was waiting
podcast.
for a good one.
We can put Jim as Puff. I like Puff.
Or Bearded Dragon.
Ooh, Bearded Dragon's a good one.
Let's go with.
I like
Doesn't
that.
sound very hippie to me.
Echo.
Okay, I'm Echo.
But you have to spell it E-K-K-O.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Duh.
You spell it?
Like I would know how to spell if I was a hippie. Come on.
And Jeff is Algernon.
I actually kind of like it.
Okay.
Change approved. Algernon.
All right. Well,
Like I'm going to be able
somebody
to.
else hit the thing so Jim can't give it to himself.
Well, Jason apparently named me Puff.
No. Bearded Dragon. Bearded Dragon. And then what was Blake? What did you name him?
Chakra?
Yeah, Chakra. We're not giving him a different one. That's Chakra.
Unless
yeah.
you found a better one. I don't know.
No. Chakra's it. Chakra, hit us up with the last question.
From Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. This has bothered me for years. Oh, that makes two of us.
Oh.
When Sid Justice dumps Hulk Hogan out of the 1992 Royal Rumble, why is Hogan such a baby and so mad? Hogan would either get dumped as the 28th or 29th man. Did he think Justice would just share the title or just give it to Hogan?
Yes, that's what he thought. Because he's an asshole. So Hogan dumps. He's about ready. He dumps. He's trying to dump Flair, and Justice comes up from beyond and flips him over the ropes. So Royal Rumble, you got to throw the guy over the top rope. And then he gets mad and starts pulling on Justice's arm, and Flair dumps Justice. And Hogan's all mad, though. You stole my belt. You got eliminated fair and square, you piece of shit.
I have no clue what they're talking about.
1992 Royal Rumble.
Well, obviously I read that. I still have no clue what they're talking about.
I just explained it to you.
I think we had enough wrestling talk today.
Okay. But yes. Do we have some draft day music, Jeff?
Oh, Nikes.
Hold on, I do have a real sponsor
Oh, go ahead.
for the listener feedback.
Go ahead.
It's all about reunions and milestones and anniversaries.
Okay.
10
years.
10 years.
Oh, yeah. 10 years of Hobie.
Oh, I thought you meant the movie 10 with Dudley Moore and Bo Derek was our sponsor.
Get out.
Well, that could be it too. But anyways,
10 years
I mean
of
that'd
us.
be a lot more sexier.
I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Jeff is a fat guy with a beard.
That's right.
You
pretty
don't get
sexy.
sexier than that.
That's right.
10
True.
years, Jeff. 10 years.
10
Jason,
years.
Jeff,
10
congratulations.
Hey, congratulations to all of us.
Congratulations.
Did you guys think it would go 10
That's right.
years?
No.
Did you think it would go 10 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought maybe 3 years. I thought 2 to 3 years.
I thought like, after a year we were going to reevaluate, and
We were just too lazy to do that.
well, I think we did. Well, I mean, we were actually like enjoying it and doing better than we thought we were going to. But
We still are doing better than we ever thought we could do.
So guys, why do you keep podcasting? Wow, we're too lazy to quit.
yeah, kind of.
It's a routine now.
It
I can't
is.
stop.
You get me in a routine, I'll keep going.
And I do.
It's like running downhill. I can't stop.
Technically, we quit 4 years ago, but we just kept on showing up.
My wife's like, I thought you quit the podcast, honey. Well, no.
Exactly. I was expecting to see some anniversary special stuff in the.
Well, I think we
Celebrated it earlier when you weren't here.
Yeah, but
But I guess technically it was the end of January we
Yeah.
released the first episode.
so episode 0 was out there.
No, we never released that.
Oh, that was rough. I miss our mattress. That was
Keep
a separate-
saying that. He had a mattress against the wall.
Grandma
so
had to sleep somewhere.
we even named an episode after that.
I'm
mattress.
very happy that we don't have the Yeti mics anymore. Very happy for
I
that.
was real happy when we got the Yeti mics.
Yeah, they were great. Just don't put more than 2 together. How do you get 3 of them? You're going to have to send it back to our company. We have to reconfigure them. I'm sorry, what are we doing? They're just mics. What are we doing? Much better now.
These are pretty nice mics we got now.
Yeah, they're really nice mics. Shuri 58.
Sure.
And our mixing board's a lot nicer.
Oh, I love the mixing board.
Mixing board is very nice. So,
Well, it beats when the early times when we didn't even have a mixing board. We had
We had to make our own sound effects.
and we had a keyboard.
we still got the keyboard.
We got
it's
the
in
keyboard.
the corner.
Yep.
Hit the orange button.
This episode of Hobie,
There you go. Give me another color. What do you want?
Purple.
Purple.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV.
Best theme song in the business.
That's right.
They don't
Okay.
get any better than that.
Hey, Jeff, give me some draft day.
I think I'll hit the green button.
What do we want? Draft day! Draft day, draft day, I want a draft day. Draft day, we need a draft day. History about ideas, yeah! Draft day!
We haven't done a draft day in a while.
We do have the best original songs.
We do. This is from Dev. Sci Guy.
It's been a little quiet in
He has.
listener feedback of recent.
He says, draft the Big Lebowski.
Well, what that means is we've been right every week.
He does correct us a lot.
Yeah, he
when
is
we're wrong.
great in corrections.
Jeff, what's draft day?
Draft day is when someone like Dev this week gives us a property excuse me, hit my mic. There we go. Sorry. Gives us a property that we kind of recast or we redraft, and we all make our own, try to make the best team available. We started this by making our first, was it the Justice League or our superhero team? Was the first one we did, and then we went from there.
Could be fictional, non-fictional. It doesn't
Could be
matter.
anything. Just whoever you want on your team.
So this week, draft day, we got the Dude, played by Jeff Bridges. Walter, by John Goodman. Donnie, Steve Buscemi. Maud, Julianne Moore. And Jesus, John Turturro.
That'd be Jesus.
Yes. Don't fuck with the Jesus. Jeff, go first. Who's your first round pick?
My first round pick, I'm going to go Maud.
Okay.
I think BB Newirth would make a good mod. Lilith from Cheers.
I like that one. I'm going to go with, let's see here. I'm going with the dude right off the bat.
All right.
He needs to be comedic, but also just a decent actor. Keanu Reeves. I'm going Keanu Reeves. I feel like you could pull the Bill and Ted experience into it.
The mature version.
Yes. Jim?
I'm going to do the dude also.
Okay.
Well, I want to say a guy we went to college with, and our buddy Eric will know it. I want to say the guy who we nicknamed the dude.
Okay.
In college. It was,
but you're not picking it?
It was Eric's roommate, but no one else knows him, so I'm not going to pick him.
I mean, you can.
If you won't lose.
I'm going to go with an actual actor. I'm going to go with a guy who can pretty much play any character.
Okay.
I'm going with Chris Pratt. He's pretty laid back enough to pull off the dude.
Okay.
I mean, considering before he started acting, he was living on the beach in Hawaii.
Yep. That's true. Brian?
I will go. I'll start off with Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And I'm going to choose Vince Vaughn.
Ah, that's not a bad one. I like that. Blake, we're going to change things up. You're going to do snake draft.
What?
You get 2.
Wait a minute.
10 years in the making. We're changing things up.
You're changing it up after it starts? Where
Yes.
the fuck does that come from?
Blake, you get it.
You're like,
Watch this. Change not
Hey,
approved.
You're like
Change not approved.
Change not approved.
Change approved.
Majority
you're like-
rules.
You're like Chris Bednar in my fantasy football league.
Okay, no snake draft. Sorry. You just pick yours. Who's your pick?
Well, I'm going to disappoint you big time.
Okay.
Since I was relegated to the lower leagues, distracted by the hot barbecue wings and the top 5, I didn't know we had a draft I didn't know.
Okay, so Blake's out.
So you're just picking somebody at random? Just do it.
I can't do it.
You can.
I
Think of other actors.
I can't.
Take Dr. Bednar.
It's too iconic. I can't.
Take Jason.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't say he was going to have a good team.
Jason as the Jesus.
I'll stick with the Jeff Bridges, the dude, and I'll go with El Heno.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I think you might have just won the draft.
And for my second round pick,
Yes.
Wait,
Walter.
what?
Walter, because we're snaking.
Oh,
We're changing draft rules here.
This draft is officially under protest.
That's right. That's me every year in my fantasy football draft with Chris
Me
Bednar
in the-
running the league.
What do you got? What's your number for the second round? Hurry.
Never Walter. That's going to be Big Dev himself.
Oh, that's a good one. Brian.
I will go ahead and take my Donnie,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with Jesse Plemons.
That's a good one.
Oh, good Donnie.
Jim?
Good Donnie.
929.
I'm going to go with my DeJesus. Who can be creepy enough to be DeJesus?
Okay.
Let's go with Jackie Earl Haley.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I like that pick. Rorschach himself.
I prefer Kelly Leak.
On
with hair.
his BMX bike.
I ride bikes.
No,
Motorcycle.
I would not be. I would have on a 10-speed bike trying to run around the Mini 500.
Cutter.
I'm going with my Jesus, another creepy guy, Crispin Glover.
I thought about him too.
That's kind of a good one.
He was my first thought, and I changed it up.
I'm going to go with my Donnie.
Okay.
I think I have to go with someone who's a little like soft-spoken and meek.
Okay.
I'm going with Piglet.
Oh, that is a good one. You could actually make all the Pooh characters into the...
Well, you could, but I didn't.
No, I'm just saying that, each one could represent that. What's your third round pick? Snake draft.
My third round pick, I'm going to go with the dude. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to go with Charlie Kelly.
Who's that?
The Charlie character from
Sons. Or It's Always Sunny.
Always
Sunny in
Oh,
Philadelphia.
okay.
We got Charlie work.
I'm going with my Walter, George Carlin. He's mad at the government, just angry. So I'm going George Carlin.
That's a choice.
Yes, thank you. It was a choice.
That's Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will go with my Donnie.
Okay.
He's got to be a little meek and kind of soft-spoken. We're going to go Michael Cera.
That was on my list. That's a good one. Go ahead, Brian.
I will choose my Maud, and I'm going to go with Emma Stone.
Emma Stone could play a good Maud.
Blake, you're up.
Emma Stone could play good anything.
Well, that's true, too. Would you do a good dude?
All right, here we go. As usual,
If you reverse gender it, yeah.
as usual, at the turn of the draft, this is where I always get stressed because, normally somebody takes my pick beforehand.
Deshaun
and I got
Watson's
scramble
out there.
to get the next one, and I got 2 to go.
Okay.
So, let's go with Donnie. Because, let me go with Donnie. Nickel.
Okay.
They're going to be my Donnie.
Okay.
And then for my Jesus, my John Turturro is going to be Mikael Leal.
I can see that. Okay.
Don't fuck with the Mikael Leal.
Brian.
I am going to take my dude, and that's going to be Brad Pitt.
That's a good one. Jim?
I'm going to go with my Maud. And I'm going to go with Jennifer Lawrence.
J-Law.
I'll go with my Maud. I'm going Madame Webb herself, Dakota Johnson. She has no personality, and I feel like that's just Maud.
I was going to say, that's a choice.
That's why I chose it.
I thought about going Sydney Sweeney,
That could work, too.
but she's too young.
Yeah. Jeff?
I think I'll
You got
go
2
with-
picks left.
Yep.
Last ones.
I think I'll go with my Walter. Got to pick somebody who, buys into all these conspiracy theories and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm going Alex Jones.
God. Good one. Next. That was a
Hold on.
choice.
The medicated Alex Jones or the unmedicated Alex Jones?
One at the beginning of the movie,
I
one
think
at the end of the movie.
unmedicated version's better.
Starts medicated, gets off his meds. Something like that.
What's your last pick?
I got my Jesus left to pick, and I'm kind of split.
Okay.
I'm not sure which way I want to go with this.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go the Roadrunner
For who? Jesus?
for Jesus.
Okay.
Just kind of a like, I'm better than you type. Show him up.
Okay.
I think that's the Jesus type attitude.
I got my Donnie. I got John C. Reilly as my Donnie. Jim?
I have my Walter left. And I'm changing what I originally thought. I'm going to go, you need somebody who's like into the government conspiracy stuff, who is kind of gruff, kind of like manly and everything. I'm going Kurt Schilling.
All right.
That's a choice too.
Mr. Irrelevant for me. Finishing mine with my Jesus, Michael Pena.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he could summarize the movie for you. Blake, what's your last pick?
Who's your mod?
This is great for my last pick, right? I'm going to break rules here, and I'm going to Hobie my pick.
Okay.
Not going to be played by just one actor,
Okay.
but by 2, and they'll always be together and have to act as one, and that'll be Neil and Annalise. Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks.
I thought you were going to bring Harp Twins. Much better pick.
Thank you.
Much better pick. Dev, I need you to pick who had the best team. Just to let you know. Please let us know.
We're going to read our recaps.
Yep. Go ahead, Jeff.
Let's see. I've got the dude as Charlie Kelly, Walter as Alex Jones, Donnie as Piglet, Maud as BB Newworth, and Jesus as the Roadrunner.
Add Walter as George Carlin. The dude is Keanu Reeves. Donnie is John C. Reilly. Jesus is Crispin Glover. And Maud is Dakota Johnson.
Jesus.
Sorry.
I had the dude was Chris Pratt. I had Walter was Kurt Schilling. My Donnie was Michael Cera. My Maud was Jennifer Lawrence. And my Jesus was Jackie Earl Haley.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Walter, I have Vince Vaughn. Donnie, I have Jesse Plemons. Maud, I have Emma Stone. The dude, I have Brad Pitt. And Jesus, Michael Pena.
Blake.
All right, for my dude, I had to go with Idaho's El Heno Heiter.
Good call.
With my Walters Big Dev. Donnie B. Nickel. Maud joined at the tattoo. Annalise and Neil. And don't fuck with Mikael Leal. Jesus.
Okay. Please, Dev, let us know. And listeners, let us know who you want. Yeah,
I wonder if Blake's going to get the vote for adding Dev in his list.
he might. I would vote for that.
Mm-hmm. And Blake, that's actually a pretty good list.
For not knowing about it. We'll try to do more draft day. Send us some more people to do. Everybody likes draft day. Jeff, give me some news of the geek.
It's time for a new installment of the News of the Geek.
Per WLBT.com, where Blake gets all of his news from.
All of it.
Who's the good dog? A Georgia dog is recovering after a violent encounter with a pack of coyotes last month. Casper, a 2-year-old Great Pyrenees, was standing guard over his flock of sheep one night in early November at his home in Decatur.
Nope.
Just east of Atlanta.
Decatur.
That's when a pack of nearly a dozen coyotes got too close to comfort. Casper killed a whopping 8 coyotes and managed to save all the sheep in his care. Casper himself, though, was badly hurt in the process. He had gaping wounds on his neck and side, and he lost his tail. Veterinarian staff at Lifeline Animal Project, where Casper is still being cared for more than a month later, worried recovery wouldn't be an option for the dog. Quote, how bad are these wounds, and is it something that can be fixed, or is it something that is beyond fixing? You know, that is what makes the quality of life an issue, said Katrina Coleman, a vet tech there. Incredibly, Casper has healed better than they could have expected. He's actually home now. This was a little bit older article. Casper's owner, John Weirville, is also amazed by his dog's recovery. Quote, I can't even explain how good it is to see him right now because I feel like there was no way he was going to live when I saw him after the attack. Weirville is the owner of EWE, Can Do It, Naturally, a landscaping business that leases out flocks of sheep to clear away brush from properties, utilizing their natural instincts of sheep to munch on that debris.
I love that business model.
I do too.
Awesome.
He's also part of the Urban Shepherds, a nonprofit organization that promotes the grazing of sheep as a sustainable solution for managing landscape. His line of work, it's not hard to see how valuable a dog like Casper is to him.
Well, doesn't Urban Shepherd sound like a motorcycle club?
The Urban Shepherds.
USMC.
That's the Marine Corps.
Oh!
Don't come to Charming. The Urban Shepherds will get you.
That would be Decatur.
Oh, sorry. According to the Atlanta Coyote Project, it's relatively common to spot coyotes wandering around the metro Atlanta area, but it's rare to see so many running together.
Well, there aren't that many left now.
8 fewer.
Well, the coyotes, that's a different biker gang.
Biker gang. Yeah, it's not animals that attacked. It was a biker gang.
Coyotes are live in small family groups and are rarely aggressive. In this particular situation, quote, the only thing that makes sense is if there was a large litter this year and the pups hadn't yet dispersed, said Chris Mowry, professor of biology at Berry College.
They're dispersed now.
Casper isn't out of the woods yet. The healing process will likely take several more months. Lifeline Animal Project is generously donating their care to Casper, which will have cost more than $15,000. That's a good story of the day, Brian.
And I'm sure a GoFundMe would have been put up and would have easily gotten that.
Yes.
I believe that they actually did have a GoFundMe. Somebody started one for him.
Great Pyrenees are awesome dogs.
They are one of the best.
That's pretty impressive. 8?
Yeah.
Coyotes.
I did see some of the pictures of him, and it was rough. Mm-hmm. Like, he obviously was in a fight with 8 coyotes. But the thing that they didn't like talk about in the article was like the where, like, there were some like in close. Mm-hmm. He killed them, and then he kept going. And like went further away from the flock, and there were more, and like they couldn't find him. Like the owner, he couldn't find him, but he came out, saw like 3 or 4 coyotes, and like freaked out, obviously.
Yeah.
But they found him like in the somewhere on the property, so he just like kept going because he knew
instead of using breadcrumbs, he used coyotes.
Like he knew that there were more. Like he sensed that there were more of them.
Yeah.
Like out there. And that they were a threat. So instead of waiting for them, he went out
After them.
and found them and took them on.
I see nothing wrong with that.
He did his best John Wick impersonation.
Yes, he did. Good job, Casper.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the bad news of the week, per the HollywoodReporter.com, where Jeff gets all of his news from.
Nope.
Early last Friday morning, 10 unionized creative consultants on the MTV comedy show Ridiculousness distributed leaflets at the show's production location in Van Nuys in an effort to start negotiating a first contract. The staffers unionized with the Writers Guild of America West after a National Labor Relations Board vote in September. The production has yet to respond to their attempts to begin negotiating a contract. Quote, we're fighting for a fair contract with improved compensation and benefits for the 336 episodes of Ridiculousness we helped to create annually. The leaflets handed out on a Friday state, quote, we are currently compensated at a rate well below our peers writing for WGA covered shows like Ridiculousness. While our workloads have increased substantially, our compensation has been stagnant.
I've got an issue with this.
What's that?
There's writers for Ridiculousness.
I mean, that's my issue. I'm like,
Clearly, MTV just has way too much money that they don't know what to do with.
Well, the company...
they use professional writers on that show. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Correct.
They suck.
I mean, I think they're compensated well for the quality of work they do.
Well, I mean, they do have to write 23 hours a day of programming.
They don't have to write a damn thing. All they do is take things off the internet and make fun of it.
Well, I mean, they've got to surf the internet for 23 hours a day
To
finding
be fair,
content.
you try to get Chanel West Coast to read a line, okay? It's tough.
Hey, somebody's got to pick out Rob Dyrdek's ball caps for the day each episode. I mean,
But
come
that's
on.
not a writer. That's a...
That's a stylist.
Yeah, well, still, they got to write it in somehow. Make them,
You look at my hat!
yeah, look at that.
You see my hat?
That's right.
I mean, what are they all right, say, I'm Rob. Here's the video. I mean, they only need to write one episode, do the same thing over and over again.
And then they have to go, Chanel, this is when you laugh. Okay, Salacious Crumb, stop it.
I still love the SNL skit of
Yes.
Ridiculousness, and then
The ball of kittens or whatever.
Jenna Ortega was on it. And first, she's like, "Oh, what's your name? You're hot." And she goes, "I'm 16." He's like, "I mean, hot in a friend way."
This is the union's second attempt to grab the attention of the show. On January 4th, a delegation of workers and WGA West staff traveled to the offices of host Rob Dyrdek's Dyrdek company, Dyrdek Machine, to ask for his support, and no one was there. So on Friday morning, the group attempted leafletting the soundstage where the production was being filmed in an attempt to garner support from the cast and crew. Quote, we just really hope the company comes to the table quickly here. We're ready to get this deal done and to continue making many episodes for years to come,
Please,
said
no.
creative consultant Lauren Blackwell on Friday.
No.
Meanwhile, MTV's like, you guys went on a strike?
No.
Okay, you guys, MTV, you can pay us like half of what you're paying that group of people for us five, and we can come up with the ideas and stuff from online.
They're still making new
So you're
episodes?
saying we're going to be scabs?
They're still making
Hell yeah.
episodes. Here's the best part. The ridiculous creative consultants are tasked with imagining segment ideas and writing monologues and conversation starters on the show, which
Well, I bet
focuses
this-
on viral internet videos.
I bet this one's going to hurt. Watch this.
See, Blake just wrote 7 episodes right there.
According to the staffers, early on the show, they were producing 30 episodes a season, a number that has since risen to 336 episodes.
Oh, here's a line. Uh-oh. That hurt.
Jeff just wrote 4 episodes.
Skilo, is he going to get hit in the nuts? Pause it. Is it Skilo? No, what's that guy's name?
I don't know. I don't watch this show.
Is it Skilo? Skilo, pause it right here.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
Yeah. Skilo, pause it. Is he going to get hit in the nuts right here?
Like he's actually playing the videos. It's just a fucking empty prop in front of him. He's not stopping, pausing, playing, rewinding.
Yeah, the producer probably needs a raise, not the writers.
What should be the conversation starters this week?
First, if you don't succeed, try again. Oh, here he goes. He going to do it now? No. Oh. Rewind that again. Ooh.
Skilo in the house. Here we go. This one's called Scorpion.
So Chanel West Coast, what do you think's going to happen with this guy? He's naked and he's running down the street. What do you think's going to happen?
Let's do a remix. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, forehead.
Let me rewind that. I'm Skilo.
See right there, that's like 336 episodes.
Brian is just in disbelief of what he just witnessed.
It was an episode of ridiculousness.
We actually just read the whole episode.
Video. 335 down. One down, 335 to go.
We at least got 3 Deer Deck hats in here to send to him. I mean, come on.
Episode number 2. Okay, what do we got here? Sorry, ridiculousness.
No, not at all.
They owe us an apology.
Yeah, they owe me an apology for having to sit through whatever that was that just happened, because I have no idea I've never watched an
You're
episode
just like
of
the
that
actual
show.
studio audience.
Just staring at them.
They had to dub all that reaction in because they're always sitting and going, what the fuck is
That was like a bad Saturday Night Live skit we just did. Hey, remember the ball of kittens?
The ball of kittens.
What do you mean, bad?
It was making a noise going. It didn't have a mouth, but it was trying to make a noise going.
Hold on, this wasn't a bad Saturday Night Live skit. We're in the first 15 minutes with this one.
Oh, that's right. Live from New York.
Oh, hell, it's the opening skit.
Hey, Chanel, you got anything else to say? Live from New York. It's Saturday night. I'm Skilo. God. Well, if you're still listening, please
yeah, I'm
tell us
sorry.
why.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
is it
down
really
to 6.
Skilo or
No,
you?
no. I'm like,
Do they actually hire Skilo?
Dilo Brown. Why do you still have your chest protector on? It's been 22 years, Dilo.
Well, we want to thank the 7 listeners still left on this episode.
Yeah, hard to believe. 10 years they've been doing this.
You know the best part is?
Yes, if you're still listening, tweet at us at Bad Ideas Podcast.
So there's Sterling Brim,
Oh, that's who it is, Sterling.
Sterling, not
Skilo.
Close.
Nina.
Who?
Nina?
Oh, yeah, they got rid of Chanel. She left.
Yeah.
She went to
Oh, you
become a
got a
rapper.
new secretary?
Yeah.
To laugh horribly?
Who?
Carly?
Who's Carly?
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Carly.
I threw a wish
Killian.
into a well.
I don't know.
What do you say? Tweet us your best ridiculousness gif.
Please do a Bad
you're still
Ideas
listening.
podcast.
I don't.
Please tweet them to Brian because he really likes this.
Please don't.
We won't do this episode if we get 100 ridiculousness gifs by next week.
Yes, by 100 different people.
That's right.
Jeff, what do you got for box office news?
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
I pretty much have the top 5.
Okay.
There wasn't a whole lot of
Bombs.
well, I guess anything that opened this week, because I don't think anything is a new
It isn't.
entry to the top 5. Number 1, we have The Beekeeper, another $7.4 million, a total of $42.5 million on an unknown budget.
Hey, Jim.
I punched a bee.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Gotta lower my blood pressure. Coming in at number 2, Mean Girls made another $7.3 million, a total of $61 million on a budget of $36 million. At number 3, Wonka made $5.9 million, a total of $195 million on a budget of $125 million.
Can't wait for the sequel to that. I wonder what happens next in that series.
They die in a chocolate river. At number 4, Migration made $5.2 million, a total of $101.5 million on a budget of $72 million.
The factory gets shut down by OSHA.
This probably isn't safe.
Is it in the U.S.? Are we?
No, I think it's Europe. Yeah, it's England.
And coming in at number 5, Anyone But You made $4.8 million, a total of $71 million on a $25 million budget.
Good for them. What's upcoming, Jeff?
Upcoming February 2nd of 2024, Argyle.
This looks really good.
This looks awful.
This is about the
Ely Conway, an introverted spy novelist who seldom leaves her home, is drawn into the real world of espionage when the plots of her books get a little too close to the activities of a sinister underground syndicate.
Oh, this one. Okay.
When Aiden, a spy, shows up to save her from being kidnapped or killed, Ellie and her beloved cat Alfie are plunged into a covert world where nothing and no one is what it seems.
Such a great cast,
I
too.
did see a trailer for it. I by the title, I assumed it was about the limo driver from Die Hard, but I'm wrong.
Sophia Boutella, Henry Cavill, Dua Lipa, Bryce Dallas Howard, Ariana DeBose, Sam Rockwell, John Cena, Sam Jackson, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, Jason Fuchs. Yeah, good cast.
Why isn't BDH in the first? She's top bill, isn't she?
Peter from Deadpool is also in it. Rob
Sugar
Delaney.
Bear?
Yeah, Rob
Sugar
Delaney.
Bear.
Rob Delaney, yeah.
Yeah.
What else has come out, Jeff?
And also coming out, Scrambled.
A 30-something eternal bridesmaid goes on an empowering and often hilarious journey of self-discovery.
It's hilarious.
This has really attractive Yvonne Strahovski from Chuck.
And Dexter.
Clancy Brown.
Oh, good old Clanky.
Lindsay Morgan. June Diane Raphael. Andrew Santino. Michael Welsh. Adam Rodriguez. Brett Dyer, Mimi Kennedy. Yeah.
There's been an Adam Rodriguez sighting.
Yeah, somebody got out of the CSI world.
Jeff, do we have any top 5 music?
Yeah. Well, not really. We just got a mess of sounds we like to hit buttons for.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. I should have turned it down before I started hitting buttons.
Top 5.
Top 5 this week is top 5 actors, actresses that should have had a bigger career. So do with that what you may. Blake, what's your number 5?
I did have time for this one. Number 5. I had Thomas Hayden Church, right? Mm-hmm. Great run in Wings.
Yep.
And then a lot of stuff that nobody knows. Then he shows up in Sideways, and then he plays Sandman.
Tombstone.
Oh,
He wasn't.
not a lot in Tombstone, though.
He
And
got
that was-
killed in the OK Corral.
That's a good pick. I like that one.
And that was before Wings, wasn't it?
Wings was like in the Tombstone.
I thought
Tombstone
Tombstone-
post Wings.
Tombstone's 94 or 92.
Okay.
Yeah, Wings was 80 something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, late
I guess
80s.
it was from the
Late
80s.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I always thought he was pretty good, and I'm like, when you see him, you're like, oh, the guy from Wings.
And once he was nominated for an Oscar, you're like, oh, this guy's going to take off.
Yeah.
And then he did Sandman. Brian, number 5.
My number 5, Ben Foster.
Oh, good pick.
Really good pick. He's crazy in everything he's in.
Yeah.
And he's really good.
Really
Good.
good at it.
Except his role in the X-Men
Yeah.
as Angel. Well, that was just a bad movie.
Yeah,
he wasn't necessarily bad
that's
in
not
it,
his
but it was a
fault.
bad role for him.
What else has he been in?
He was in Hell or High Water,
Cold Mountain,
Old Mountain. He was in
310 to Yuma,
310 to Yuma.
My name is Earl.
He was in
40 Days or 30 Days of Night.
Alpha Dog,
Yep.
Contraband,
So he's in movies, he's just not the big one.
The Punisher.
I haven't seen a lot of that.
yeah.
I haven't seen a lot
the
of that
first
stuff.
Punisher.
He was Dave.
Yeah. Yep.
He didn't talk, though, in the movie. They kept punishing him.
Yep.
Number 5 for you, Jim?
See, I had a problem with this list. I couldn't decide which way I wanted to go with it.
Okay.
So I hobied a lot of these.
Okay, that's fine.
So my number 5, I hobied. Mm-hmm. And it's Corey Monteith, Paul Walker, Naya Rivera, Jonathan Brandis, and River Phoenix.
Everyone that died?
Oh, yeah, they all died before they could become popular.
I thought you were going to. You started off with Corey.
Corey Monteith?
Yeah, you left a Corey off, right?
I didn't do
He
Corey
didn't
Haim.
do the Corys.
I didn't do the
okay.
Corys.
I thought
You could have put Corey Haim on your list if
Corey
you
Haim
want
could
to.
have been on that
I
list.
thought you were going
yes.
to put everybody with named Corey on it.
Corey Haim. Corey.
I had a long list too. I'm going to do a 12-sided die roll. Let's see what we
Do
got.
it.
1, Scott Speedman from Underworld.
No, he is the poster child of someone they tried to make famous, and he was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what else he did outside of Underworld. I think he did like 2 movies after
They
that.
tried to shove him down your throat.
Yes.
He came up in Felicity.
Oh, that's right. That's
he
right.
was on. He was the lead in a USA show like 5 years ago. I can't remember the name of it now.
He was going to be a
It
big
was
star, then he cut
really
his hair.
good.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Number 5 for you.
Oh, yeah, let me pull up my list.
Okay.
I probably should have done that before. Let's see. My number 5, I'm going to say Robin Tunney.
Yes.
Empire
Yeah.
Record Zone.
Yep. That's a good one.
And The Mentalist.
And The Craft.
Loved you in
But
The
I
Craft.
thought she was going to be big. She did a Schwarzenegger movie, but I thought she was going to be much bigger than she turned out to be.
What's your number 4?
We might as well stay with Empire Records. I'm going to go Maxwell Caulfield.
Which one is he?
He's Rex Manning.
Oh, he mustn't fret.
And he is in
He was
Jeff's
also in
favorite
Grease
movie,
2.
Grease 2.
That's a good
He
one.
was Michael in Grease 2.
Okay, I'm going to roll here. 11. Well, I don't have an 11. We're going to go 1 again. Damn it.
I thought
5.
you had a 12-sided die.
Well, that's because it's the only die he has.
Casper Van Dien from Starship Troopers.
Casper Van Dien.
Yeah, I thought he would be a big star. He was, again, top billing Starship Troopers. They were talking about it.
He's got the name.
He does. Van Dien. And then he decided to do Starship Troopers 12, and it just didn't work out.
He skipped 2 through 11.
Yeah, he came back for 12. Number 4 for you.
Number 4, okay, this one, let's see, who should I take for number 4? I hobied this. I'll go with George Wendt, Manu Bennett. Let's go.
Stop looking at posters in the room.
Ross Marquand.
Menu Bennett.
Let's go Chris Jericho and Jake Lloyd.
Pick someone off of that poster.
And Katie Cassidy.
There you go.
Pick somebody off of that poster.
The Penguin.
No, behind Jason's head.
No.
Those are pictures of people or
Autographs
pictures
we
of
have in
people
here.
this room.
Brian, number 4.
Number 4 for me, I'm gonna say Charlie Hunnam.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's been in like some
That is
mediocre.
actually part of my number 1.
He was
He was in.
he was cast for Dorian Gray in 50 Shades of Grey, and he backed
Yeah.
out.
Christian Grey.
Whatever.
Not Dorian Gray. They are two different characters.
That would have been a whole lot better film.
50 Shades of Dorian Gray.
He gets to start in Undeclared, then he's Sons of Anarchy, Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim was what I was thinking of.
Was he in the second one?
Yes.
Pacific Rim.
I don't
No.
think so.
He's talking about coming back for a third.
Yeah.
Because he'll love working with
who's the director for that?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like after like when Sons was huge, like he was kind of like the next big thing. And
But then he pulled out of being Christian Grey.
Yeah, and then he just kind of hasn't
pulled out?
really.
Christian Grey
I
doesn't
do
pull
have
out.
to say, though, his American accent sounds like someone trying to cover up a different accent.
Yeah.
I
mean,
just
he's
can't-
been in some pretty decent
Yeah.
films, but
He just
like,
never hit that level.
Never like got to where everyone
thought he was
kinda-
going to be. Thought he was going to
Yeah.
be bigger.
Blake?
After Sons.
Number 4?
Number 4. Being a fan of Lost, I thought the guy that played Sawyer, Josh Holloway, would have a better career because he was everybody's favorite kind of bad guy turned kind of good guy in Lost.
Good
Yeah.
pick.
And when I went to go look at what he's been in since, I'm like, oh, he was in Yellowstone?
He was
Yeah.
he was in an opening scene of a Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah. And that's it. I think they tried to make him star of some other TV show, and I don't think that ever lasted.
Yeah, I think he probably got some show that no one remembers. But
Yeah.
he did a really good episode of Community. In one of the first paintball episodes.
paintball episodes were great. And end of the year.
Number 3.
We just did 4.
Yep. So Blake.
3 back around.
Oh, wait, are we snake drafting this, too?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, Jeff, Linda Cardinelli. She, Freaks and Geeks, she had the role there. And since then, she's been a side character in some good movies, but that's it. As we talked about, the live action Scooby-Doo's, Velma.
She
right?
spent several years on ER.
Well,
Yeah,
She did ER, then she did...
what TV show? Billions, maybe?
No, there was the one with Kyle. Was it Kyle
Chandler, yeah.
she was Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah, and then she
the
did
Avengers.
Marvel. But
Yeah.
what's the name of that one?
The one where they had the boat.
Yeah.
Or they lived down in Florida.
Oh, it was
something?
Bloodline.
Bloodlines. Yeah.
Um,
Did she win any Oscars for that? She get any Emmys? She get any Tonys?
And then she was in one show about where she moves in.
Golden
with
Globes?
Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me.
Yeah.
I was going to say Dead Like Me. No, Dead to Me.
Deadly.
Dead to Me, but that only lasts 2 or 3 seasons. Right?
3 seasons.
3 seasons.
3 acclaimed seasons. I'll give them that. But you're right. She should have been bigger.
She should
I
have been
think
in
she should've been
everything.
bigger. Yeah.
Brian, number 3.
Number 3 for me, I'm going to say Barry Pepper.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, especially after watching Lawman Bass Reeves again.
Right?
Yeah.
But you go from,
Saving Private Ryan.
to...
it was what, 42?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
42.
61.
61. Yeah.
61,
He
Saving
was
Private Ryan.
Maris.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was... there was something right after Saving Private Ryan, too. I can't remember.
Number 3, Jim.
Okay, I hobied this one.
Of course you did.
This is going to be Dean Cain,
You son of a bitch.
Kevin Sorbo.
Jim Brewer, Gina Carano, Kevin Sorbo, and Kirk Cameron.
Oh, okay. You didn't take mine then.
No.
All Brian's favorite actors.
He just wants to see that movie for Brian with all of them in it.
I would watch that.
They're all stars in the movie.
Put that on the poster.
Brian would watch this.
Brian of Hobie will be the only non-patriot watching this movie.
Here we go. Roll the dice. 10. Zachary Quinto from Heroes. I thought he would be a lot bigger. He was in Star Trek.
He's
movie.
Spock.
Yeah, but he never
yeah.
really hit that next level.
It looked like he was going to.
Yeah.
But yeah, after Spock, he kind of didn't do.
Yeah.
Maybe did he do Broadway or plays?
He
or
did do
something?
Broadway, but the movies he never really hit.
Theater.
Yeah, he did a lot. He does a lot of theater now. Number 3.
Number 3 for me, I'm going to go Mr. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart himself, Tom Hulse.
I agree with you on that one.
Animal House and...
Animal House,
Amadeus,
and
Parenthood.
Yeah.
and then
Which Parenthood?
the first movie,
Not the TV series.
the Steve Martin movie.
Number 2.
Number 2 for me, I'm going to go Eliza Dushku.
Oh, that's a good one.
Shocked that's not Jeff's number 1.
Oh, Elijah.
I mean, after the new guy.
Well, I mean, she was great in The New Guy. I mean, they went swimsuit shopping.
I mean, does it get any bigger than co-starring with DJ Qualls?
No. He was in the core.
Wow, of all the things DJ Qualls has done, he was in the core.
Okay.
Not Hustle and Flow.
No.
Are you sure you're not confusing him with Skilo?
Okay, roll die. 8. January Jones. Not a great actress, but everybody said she was going to be a big thing for Mad Men, and then she played Emma Frost.
Yeah, she must have been impressive in Mad Men. I never really watched it because everyone talked a lot about
She
her.
was very good in Mad Men.
And then she played...
I thought she was the third best woman in Mad Men.
She
Behind Alison Brie and who else?
She outperformed
Christina Hendricks.
Brad
Christina
Pitt's
Hendricks
predictions.
and
Yes.
yes.
But yeah, she did not do good in...
No, she was miscast as Emma Frost.
and that pretty much ended her career.
She was really good on the Fox show Last Man on Earth. Will Forte. Yeah.
Number 2 for you, Jim?
Number 2 for me, I'm going to go Army Hammer, Jonathan Majors, Danny Masterson,
Oh, no.
Mark Saling, and Kevin Spacey.
Ezra Miller on there?
Nope.
Who's your
That was his number 1. Don't spoil
Sorry. Number 2 for you, Brian.
Well, I'm not going to talk about those guys.
Number 2.
Your list has been canceled, Jim.
Number 2 for me, Frank Grillo.
Yep, we knew that was coming.
I elected to,
Jason is being quiet, which is very good.
I elected to not steal that one because I knew it would be on Brian's list.
Blake, you're number 2.
My number 2, man, I loved him in Memento and L.A. Confidential, and then Guy Pearce.
He was in Time Machine.
Guy Pearce.
Yes, he was in Time Machine.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Listen to me on everything I learned from movies in a couple weeks. We'll be doing Time Machine.
Wasn't he in Priscilla, the
Queen of the Desert?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was. He was in Ravenous.
And he's been in a couple of movies where like, I know that guy.
But he's never...
Oh, that's old Guy Pearce.
Yeah. What's your number 1?
My number 1 is all the actresses that didn't bow down to Harvey fucking Weinstein.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Courtney Love.
Courtney Love, Mira Sorvino. There's a whole list of them. Ashley Judd, Jolie. I mean, some of them got really big, but some of those actresses, Paltrow, some of them did eventually take off, and some of them got shit canned.
Yeah.
Because
Supposedly he's not doing good in prison.
Sorvino especially was one of his shit can deals.
And oh crap, what's her name from Charmed? And
Shannon Doherty.
no, the
Alyssa
good
Milano.
one from Charmed.
McCown.
No, yeah, Rose McGowan.
Yeah, McGowan. Oh yeah, Rose McGowan is on that list too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing good in jail, supposedly. So
Good.
That's a shame.
It's kind of the point of jail.
He's thriving in jail.
Number 1, Brian?
Number 1 for me, Timothy Oliphant. He's kind of right towards the...
He hasn't made it yet.
But, I mean...
He's just...
Right.
He was
Do
good.
it. Just get over it.
He was good as Danny in The Office.
Yeah, 2 episodes of The Office. That's
Danny Cordray.
Yep.
He won a Dundee.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in a lot of
And
really
he's a good actor.
stuff.
The Girl Next Door.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Worth
Mandalorian.
the squeeze.
but wasn't...
A Man Apart with Vin Diesel. He was so bad, but it was so good.
Girl Next Door is really
Was
fun.
he in that the video game adaptation?
Yeah,
Hitman.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was terrible.
I do not like that film. Please do not spread the rumor that I like Hitman.
It was in the first one, not the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they did make a second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think like that was supposed to launch him into like stardom,
And then they
it's
saw the movie.
then, oh, that's the one we put in the
Number 1, Jim?
Number 1, I hope with this. Again, I had Charlie Hunnam. I have Taylor Kish. I have Justin Long. I have Elias Koteas. And I have Ryan Hurst.
Yeah. Yep.
So this was my actual list.
Let's go. Roll Tide.
No.
Number 9, Hayden Panettiere. Save the cheerleader, save the world. And I really thought she would hit the next level and just never did.
she was in Nashville.
She married that hockey player dude, and that was it.
Yeah, she was like, I'm done.
He caged her. He put her in the penalty box.
I did Heroes season 4. I'm out.
He didn't want anybody to look at her. You know.
She's just done. Number 1 for you, Jeff?
Number 1 for me, I have Eliza Coupe, who got her start on Scrubs, where I first know her from, and I was expecting, I really wanted her to have a breakout and become huge and big, and huge. She was good in Happy Endings. That only lasted 3 seasons, but she still does bit parts now, and she was so great as Dr. Mahoney in Scrubs. So much so, she's the reason I kind of like the 9th season.
Yeah.
Makes it tolerable.
We had, before we get to any honorable mentions, Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies. He had Roddy McDowall. That was Izzy's pick. Grace Jones. George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton, Brian Bosworth, and
Jeez.
and Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane, good pick.
That is a good pick.
Brian Bosworth, really?
Yeah.
They thought Brian Bosworth was going to do something?
I guess so. Let's see here.
They thought his NFL career would last a while, too.
Mark H. at Ma MLB. He had Michael, I can't even say his name, Ironside.
Oh, Michael Ironside.
And then Dr. Number One had Danny Masterson, Dean Kane / Kevin Sorbo, Meghan Markle, Armie Hammer, Jason. He does better voices than Frank Caliendo. I'm on Frankie Productions. I got my own show. Anyways.
Is that Frank Caliendo's?
Yes.
I do have a correction on Blake. Hayden
Yes.
Panettiere didn't marry a hockey player. She married a professional boxer.
Yeah, Klitschko.
Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, I had...
Yeah, it was Candace Cameron that married the hockey player.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah. I
my
had
hot babes mixed up.
I had Mila Jovanovic.
Mila Jovovich.
Thank you, Jovanovic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a good one, yeah.
Carrie Oles.
Elwes.
Carrie
Jason
Elvis,
Patrick.
yeah.
Speed 2. Skeet Ulrich.
No,
I really did that.
there is nothing good about what you do or what you say.
Hayden Christensen.
We had fun until Cleveland was shooting skeet.
Hayden Christensen. Steve Gutenberg. And
I think Steve Gutenberg had the career that Steve Gutenberg deserved.
Yeah, he got put there by the Stonecutters.
Stonecutters.
and Eric Banya. So
Yeah, Ron, I thought I was going to win the Hulk. He pretty much got.
he was a couple of years too early on the Hulk.
But Munich was absolutely phenomenal film.
So good.
I agree.
And he was good.
Troy.
Troy.
He was really good in Troy.
The movie of Troy, though, should have been better.
Yeah.
And funny people.
Anyone else have any quick things while we wrap this up?
Yeah, I had Carrie Ellis on my honorable list.
James Woods was the one that Jim didn't name.
I did mention the Jeff beforehand.
Yeah, James Woods for sure.
I actually took James Woods off for Dean Kane.
fair.
Ooh,
Yeah, I figured after that, on Family Guy, that arc of him, I figured that would really jumpstart his career.
I mean, they even named the school after him.
They did.
James Woods Elementary.
Okay. Bad idea of the week. Number 825. Being a writer on ridiculousness.
Well, for one thing, the pay is terrible.
Yes.
No, going on strike is a writer for ridiculousness.
Titles for the show. I had This Podcast is Enrobed. Joined by Tattoo. And 50 Shades of Dorian Gray.
I had Stop Eating Ball Tongue.
That it?
That's it.
That's a pretty good one.
I had testicles, not tongue.
Nope.
You spell it ball tongue like Baltung. People are like, man, what is that? I gotta look
Ball
at this.
Tongue.
I had British Cream. It's Not My Scooby-Doo. The generic Cabbage Patch version. Coyotes as breadcrumbs.
That I was thinking about that one too.
And They Owe Me an Apology.
Brian?
I had Balls for Valentine's Day. This podcast is Enrobed. That's a Choice.
That's a choice.
And the Groundhog of Arm Casts.
That's the winner.
I thought about that one too, and I saw you writing it down.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week.
10 years.
Yep. 10 years.
10 years.
We got 10 more years. Can also catch
If
us.
you just recently joined us, there is a back catalog you can go listen to.
Yes. And
Start about episode 40.
good call. After the Paranormal Fest. But please go on iTunes as well, or Apple Podcasts now, and give us a review. That does help us on there. Give us a 5-star review or a 3.
Or complain about our eating.
Yes.
Or come see us this year.
Yeah, Cincinnati Comic Expo, October 18th through the 20th, Sharonville Convention Center, and the video game convention that we're having in
Super
April 5th.
Cincy Expo.
April 5th through the 7th, Sharonville Convention Center. Get our play-by-play voices ready, Jim.
I've been trying to practice that a little bit when we do the the box office bombs.
Good job. But
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Clear Eyes.
Full Hearts.
Can't lose.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.